welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well and everything's alright. The other day an idea came to my mind. I was thinking about some ideas to film and I thought it would be nice to do my 30 things I would like to do under 30. I'm actually 28, so I will be 30 in 2 years. But I thought it would be a great idea to just get to know each other a little bit better and to share what we would like to achieve before we hit the 30 milestone. What I wanted to do before I turned 30. And guys, it wasn't really an easy task because there's so much I want to do, and in that exact moment not many things came to my mind. But in the end I think I nailed it, and I got my notes right here. And so let's start. I have my own business. So this idea, it's not something that I wanted to do my whole life, and it's not something that it came to me overnight. It's something that I really started to think about 2 years ago, and I decided that I want to invest in myself, and owning a business that's completely in control, it's the best thing that I could possibly do. I figured that if people I work for don't appreciate me as much, if I do have to work as hard, I would like to do it on my own. And that's really my main goal at the moment, and that's why it's in the first place. The second one is visit Turkey. I know I could have probably wrote visit the world, which is actually what I wanted to do, because I don't only want to go to Turkey, but Turkey it's the most at the moment achievable, and it's actually a different country that I've never been to. I've been all over Europe, I've visited a few cities, but I've never been to Turkey. And thanks to the series that I've started following that are based in Turkey, I've just want to go there as soon as I can and as soon as everything is over. Turkey seems really beautiful country-wise, and plus I'm just starting to learn the language. To buy a house. This one is actually harder, but me and my boyfriend are starting to talk about owning our home, and it's not an easy task since I don't have a permanent job still, but we get there and hopefully we'll manage to do it before we turn 30. And learning another language. As I mentioned when I was talking about Turkey, I'm learning Turkey, so that's actually something that I'm just starting to do. And if you've been following me from the start, I know that I graduated from college and I studied languages. I studied English and Chinese. Chinese has never really been my passion. It's a language that I really didn't connect with, but English is my main love, and I studied also Spanish, which I really like, and now I'm trying to learn Turkish. And actually I want to start to just get my French really revise my French a little bit more. I studied French when I was in high school, but again really didn't click for me. But since I do have the basics, I figured it would be nice to just get back on track. Then I would like to learn about interior design. Interior design is something that it started to really get to me in the last few years, because when I was really young I wasn't really into it, because I wasn't thinking about having my house, I don't know, getting married and buying a house. I know eventually I would have thought about it, but at the time it wasn't really something that really came to my mind. But I noticed that in the last few years, and I started to just, thanks to Pinterest, which is an amazing app. If you don't use it, you definitely should. I found so many inspiration about designs and interiors, and they really inspired me to just learn more about my friends and family on a trip. That's actually another goal that really came to my mind in the last year or so, because I would like to host my 30th birthday abroad in 2022, but I would like to take all my friends and my small group of friends on a trip, and actually I've decided the place I want to take them, but hopefully I'll just be able to do that, because it's not easy to fly 15 people abroad, but I think I can do that. I can pull it off. It will be so good. Then I would like to visit America. America, it's been a dream of mine since I was 14, 13, when I started watching American TV series, and I've never stopped dreaming about it. I said America, not a particular city, because I would like to visit it as a whole. I would like to go to New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. I would like to visit the little small towns in America that you can see in the movies, and I really would like to go there, and hopefully I can do that. I would like to start journaling. Journaling and actually owning an agenda has never really been a priority of mine. Not because I don't like it, but because I always had a basic work life. I didn't have to really schedule a day, and my shifts and the time I used to work were always the same and are always the same, so I don't really have to plan the day. But I saw that journalism is actually something really fun. I'm not really good at drawing, but I don't think that's the skill that you have to do. It's just something, it's actually a different way to be creative, and I think I can pull it off. So maybe I start my bullet journal soon. I would like to do a family photo every Christmas. I know this is quite random and probably, I wouldn't say stupid, but I think you know what I mean. We actually never shot a family photo every year. If I do have some family photos, are back from when I was very little. And then since my parents are not together anymore, but they actually get along really well, I figure we can just snap a shot every Christmas, so we can just print it out and see how the years goes by. I could probably start doing it with my boyfriends. As for now, we are only me and him, but as our family grows, it will be so interesting to just see everything evolving. I would like to do another tattoo. I only have a tattoo right here which says live. It's not really perfect tattoo, because this tattoo was made by a friend of mine who was just starting out as a tattoo artist, so it's not perfect, but it was cheap and I got what I wanted, so that's good. But I would like to just ink myself a little bit more. I don't like huge tattoos. I don't like very intricate tattoos. I like small tattoos, so perhaps I will do another one. Take a yoga class. I actually never tried yoga, and I think since our lives are getting pretty hectic, I figure that really my mind sometimes needs some rest, and I would really love to take a yoga class to see how it's like, and how slow movements really can take you in a zen zone. And I've never tried it, and I think it should be fun to do, is start to learn to meditate, because I feel like when I do have some, I don't know, when I go, if I have something that really gets into my mind, if I'm struggling with something and I feel anxious about it, even when I go to sleep, before sleeping, I just continuously think about it, and I really sometimes I can't really switch my brain off. So I think meditation would really help. I would like to create an online community, so that means you guys. I created this YouTube channel just for fun when I was in quarantine, because I was bored and because I've always wanted language skills, and that's the thing I decided. But if this YouTube thing would turn out into a proper job or a source of income, I would totally just appreciate that. I don't have any expectation, but I will try my best to achieve that. Paying my car. Actually, the loan for my car will end in 2023. My goal is to finish it before I'm 30. I'm trying to save up as much as I can, but considering the stuff that I want to do, I don't think I can pull it off, but we'll see. It's another goal, and I'll try to do my best to end it, because I'm so sick of paying 200 euros for my car. I'm just so sick of it. Then I would like to learn to paint. Back when I was in quarantine, I thought about buying a canvas and some brushes and some colors, but I ended up doing puzzles and reading a lot. I'm not an artist. I don't know how to draw, as I said before, but I would like to paint some modern stuff and see how that goes. Maybe if it comes out well, we can hang it in our future house. Who knows? I would like to spend more time outside, because this one leads me to the fact that sometimes I just sit on my computer for way too long, and maybe I could perhaps just go outside and have a nice walk. And that's actually what I'm doing at the moment. Every morning I just try to do a 4-minute jog. I would like to be more unbothered, and I would like to overcome my fear of heights. I'm really scared of heights, and it's something that really came to me in the last few years. I remember back in last October, we were in Vienna. We went on the wheel, the actual wheel that was actually really high, and I felt so scared because it wasn't really secure. We're just sitting there. We didn't have belts or anything like that. So if I will go down, I will feel so intimidating. And that's something that I want to overcome. In the end, I ended up going up there and opened my eyes. But the first 2 ways, I was just frightened. I was just holding my friend's hand with my eyes closed. But when I opened my eyes, I saw Vienna in its beautiful gigantic self, and it was really amazing. So I would like to overcome this fear, because when I will go to New York, I can't not go out on the Empire State Building. That's really the goal. Used to be little, when you're little and you're a teenager, you don't really listen too much to other people. Not that I do right now, but I think that I care too much about people, and even when people don't deserve my care. And that's really something that I would like to change, because I give myself every time to everyone. I think I'm a very kind, I'm a very good friend, but sometimes it gets too much. And I'm not saying this because I would like to have something back in return, but sometimes you just really have to focus on yourself more rather than others. Then I would like to help my parents financially, and this is actually linked to the fact of owning a business and being a little bit wealthy, as I would say. When I was little, I used to say I want to become wealthy to help my family. Not that we miss out on anything. I had a fantastic childhood, and I feel like I have a good life, but I want a great life. And I'm not talking about materialistic things. I just want to be wealthy, to give back to my family and help them a little bit more. I would like to focus on the positive. I'm quite a positive person, but I think this COVID situation really hit me hard, as everyone else, I should say. And sometimes I just couldn't find a positive thing about everything that's going on and that was going on. So I figured that I should maintain that positive attitude that I've always had, because that really helps to face anything in life. And if you really see the positive will happen. And that's really what I'm struggling the most at the moment. Go to a concert. I would love to go to a concert. The last time I went to a concert, it was 8 years ago. It was actually my first and last concert. I went to Milan with my 2 friends, and we went to see the Born This Way both from Lady Gaga, and I think no other concert can top that. But I really missed that environment and just loud music, and music is healing, and I cannot wait to go to another concert. I would love to see so many artists, and hopefully in the future it will happen. Watch a tennis match. I actually never been to a tennis match, and I don't play tennis, but I do love tennis, and my family actually played tennis. My dad and my mom and my uncle were really good tennis players, not professionally of course, but they knew how to play. I really don't know how to hold a racket still, but I've always been a fan since I can remember. And my mom about 2 years ago went in Rome to see the tournament that takes place in Rome around May, but I ended up not going because I was working. I couldn't get 2 days off, so there I was really gutted, but that's something that I would really love to do, a new sport. And I think in this case it might be tennis. Maybe that's the right time of this, but in the next future it would be good to learn a new sport, because when growing up I was a really sporty girl. I used to be a swimmer, and I swam for about 6 years, but when things started to get serious I just didn't want, and I quit, and I focused more on school. And that from that moment I really didn't do that much sports. I played for a few years volleyball, then I went to the gym, but I got really lazy, so I need really to just get back onto a photo shoot. And that's something that I feel it would be fun and interesting. I have a friend that's actually a photographer, and he has an own studio. He's really good, and see how it's like to just fake to be a model for one day. Buy less online and more local. I think that under these circumstances, we do have to help our local stores, whether it's the supermarket or a store where you can buy clothes and everything, because I'm guilty and I do shop online so much, especially on Amazon, but I do read books in English, for example, and I can find the selection that I want at my local bookstore. So I would try to read both in English and Italian. Even the smallest action can make the difference, especially since I do live in a really small town. Learn to DIY. I've never been, as I said before, I never had that artist mode. I'm not really good at drawing or doing stuff at home or creating actually. So I would like to really learn more about DIYs. And I was looking at some videos on the internet about making candles or soaps. I think I could put it off. It seems to be really easy, so I would really like to learn that. Then I would like to do some skin treatments. And growing up, I've really struggled with my skin. Right now, you can't see anything because I'm wearing foundation. I haven't suffered from acne, but I do have some redness here and there. And I've always been told that I should have some laser treatments, but I've always postponed them because they're really expensive. So if everything goes well and I'll be able to afford them, I would like to do it, because it's not a surgery or anything like that, but really I would like to just go out makeup free. Not that I'm ashamed of myself, but that's something that really stuck with me, and people kept asking. Who doesn't know me, sees me without makeup, they would ask, what do you have on your face? And that really bothers me. And because people are not very nice when they ask something like that, so that's what I would like. Something kind of stupid, but I would like to buy more niche scents, because I've worked in a beauty shop for 3 years, and I've always sprayed on commercial perfumes, but I would like to learn more about niche fragrances and what goes behind that. Be quite articulate, so I would like to use more of them and really learn more about them. I will always try to believe in myself. And that's something that I actually said in my latest video, because if we don't believe in ourselves first, no one is gonna do it for us. So I hope I will continue to have this faith in me, because if I do believe in myself, I can go so far away in life. And guys, that's it. I hope it's not super long. I'll try to edit as much as I can and share in the comments below what are the things that you would like to do or to achieve before you turn 30. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye!